Alright, here we go. Oh, thanks, P-Pizzle. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I'll have to see about, adding you later. Alrighty. So, excuse me. Just came back from the bathroom. So last time we were, getting a little further into Keepsake, I think it was called. And, oh, there's me. Here, I'm gonna switch me off for a little sec. We're probably just gonna continue where we left off. Just wait for the game to load up and then, yeah. We'll see if the capture works for that. Alright, I think we're getting there. Excuse me. Here we go. Okay, so we do that, and then there's always a lot to set up for this. Okay, is the game capturing? Maybe if I click into it. Oh. It's like, are you sure you want to overwrite this? Like, no, actually. I want to select it. Oh, that's a new one. Alright, I think we're still here. Oh, let me turn on audio for the game. Okay, we're back. But it doesn't appear to be capturing. Well, if we do that, click into this, and then click back into this. Well, okay then. I'll wait another second or two to see if this this works. If it doesn't, then might try for a different game or make this a different kind of stream altogether.
It's too bad we can't read what's written on the items we found. Can familiars read?
Of course familiars can read. We're gifted animals after all. Now let me see.
Can you figure out in what language it was written?
I can't understand it either, but I know it's magical runes in there. The rune language is mainly used to write magical spells.
Oh, seems to be capturing now. Oh, that's it. Okay, I clicked out of it, but I think it's working now. We'll have to see in the VOD, but it's okay. For now, I'm just going to assume that's working as intended. All right, here we go. Now, let's see what we did last time. I think I remember doing this puzzle. Then we got into here and what is in here? This is the one we opened, right? Oh, it might not have been. I wonder if there's some kind of like patch for this game that I can find that like makes it a bit nicer to play. Just because everything from like the forced resolution to the strange loading times and things, it kind of all makes it a bit more challenging to get into. Okay, yeah, here's outside. Our doggo friend does not like the outdoors when it's very high. In fact, if not for our earlier conversation, we could probably assume they didn't like the outdoors in general, which honestly, you know, there are bugs out there. I mean, honestly, that's like...
Is there anyone at all in this school? Are you sure they didn't all go on a trip outside the academy?
Impossible. I might have been locked up, but I know for sure that even when there's an outside excursion, the academy never remains empty. But I really hope they didn't have to flee anything.
If there is something so horrible that would make the most powerful mages flee, we're in trouble.
Well, the more we progress, the more likely it is that we are in trouble.
Now, that's almost reassuring.
Alright, cool. That's almost reassuring. It wasn't meant to be. We are in mortal danger and you're probably going to die. Slowly. It's just like, thanks, dog. Can always count on you for very helpful tips. Yeah, you stay out here and cry and weep like the animal you are. Alright, I'm going back in. I want to check again, like, see, I'm pretty sure that's the door I unlocked, so I want to check through here again just to make sure I haven't missed anything. I think the most we got was the pieces of a letter or something. Okay, I remember this bit. I don't think this is the that we unlocked per se, but I'm just not going to worry about it for now. Okay, this is where she had her little soliloquy, like, where is everybody? You know, maybe I should start watching my VODs before I get back into the game so I can remember what was going on. What the? Oh, yeah. There's a door right there. Bro, I have the memory of a goldfish. Alright, let's keep going. You know, I should probably be saying words right about now, but just not entirely sure what all there is to be said. Apart from the game looks pretty nice and there's a door.
Come on, Zach. Let's go back inside.
Wait, was that door already there?
Another bunch of these loose pages. I'll keep them with the rest.
Was that door always there?
Everything's written
Why are
in
we
some
just
strange
opening
language, but there's a drawing of what seems to be a seed linked by an arrow to some kind of exotic fruit.
I want to see. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get an idea for what we're dealing with here. See, there's berries, there's garlic or something. And according to the letters, let's go. Oh, would you look at that? There appears to be a tree. Excuse me. All right, clicking out of this. Okay, so this is a full new area. I see.
Great. This door doesn't have a handle or even a lock. Is this even a real door? If it is, how am I supposed to get into this room?
If I'm right, this door can only be opened by magic.
All right, cool. Let's use
You
magic.
can't open this door. It has to be opened with magic.
Well, what about you? Aren't you like a magical wolf thing?
You can't open this door. It has to be opened with magic.
Come on. Like, just put your paw on it, see if something happens.
You can't open this door. It has to be opened with magic.
Well, okay. Fine. Just trying to think of like something weird to say. I was just like, well, all right then. Okay, just keep going this way, I guess. Can we go around here? Nope. All right. I feel like kind of the worst social sin you can ever commit is having a word that you repeat. It's like whatever phrase you use as filler sort of becomes like the thing other people hold against you. That's really how it is just with life in general. You have to be really careful about other people. They're the real predators. They'll latch on to every little insecurity. You know, just like children. Of course, you may be thinking, but children are people too. It's all the same. No, children aren't people. You're being ridiculous. Alright. Anything interesting over here? No? Well, cool. Let's see, we could go around there, right? Yeah. Is there anything over here? Looks like there's a door. I think I see a door.
Do you know what's behind this door, Zach?
Yeah, it's the caretaker's office. He always locks the door when he leaves.
Let's see. I'm gonna do something real quick. Okay, that's the map. That's not what I wanted. Do we only have the one volume setting? So we can't control, like, how loud the music is compared to the voices. We can only just the overall volume. That is very cool.
I need to find a key or someone who can open this door for me.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and adjust that to roughly where it was before, and we'll just keep going. Guy? Nope. Why are there statues on that side, but not on that side? I'll bet that's a puzzle later. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just, maybe the designer was just a freak. Okay, here we go. Why is there so much space over here if the plan was not to come over here at any point in the game? Like, there's an entire hallway type of thing just right over here. And it just leads nowhere. There are, like, no doors or anything. Or at least not as far as I've found. And there's this.
This statue is really amazing.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It sure is, but why is there a statue of a dragon here?
Oh, I know that. The school was built around 500 years ago.
Wait a minute,
When the
didn't we
mages
listen to this
first
already?
The mages weren't... of them.
It looks
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know, I keep feeling like the point is we need to be able to grab that little sparkly thing, whatever that is, but can we read this? No, we cannot. Maybe some future person can translate that for us. Well, starting to feel like the only way to progress from here is to solve that machine thing in the other room. Which I would rather not have to because that looked tricky. Oh shoot, I forgot you have to be careful about where you click. Excuse me. It is a shame that there's not more of this we can explore, like saw that little green area outside. And stuff like that, you know, just investigating all the little nooks and crannies. Okay. Is this the first one? Let me set that to that. Then set that to that one. And then I don't know. I'm starting to feel like this is one of those puzzles where it's like, unless you know exactly how this is supposed to work, it's like you're just never gonna figure it out. I feel like it could be wrong though. I say I feel like a lot. I'm very connected with my feelings. Maybe there's someone who's beaten this game before who could backseat me on this. Or maybe I'll just look up a walkthrough or something. Is this the engaging gameplay that you all signed up for?
This door isn't locked, but I can't open it. There must be something blocking it on the other side.
Hmm. Okay. Much as I hate to admit it, but sort of tempted to give up on this and try a different game. Not that I'm not enjoying this. This is cool, but if I can't solve this puzzle just by ogling it, and I'm not entirely sure what all my options are, then I don't know, might try a different game that I'm more familiar with. But the good news is, by practicing with this, starting to get a bit more comfortable with the live streaming process. Which means I may start getting a bit more comfortable with the advertising myself a bit more. Which could be a positive development. I don't know. My mind is sort of like this castle or this academy at the moment. Completely void and empty, with the exception of this lady and her dog running around and accomplishing basically nothing. That's just kind of where I'm at. And that is okay. I do kind of want to look up a walkthrough or something for this, though, just because this is a cool game, and I do want to find out what happens. But, you know, it sort of reminds me of a Planescape Torment. That was another game where, like, the thing is, it's like, typically in games, I don't really care about, like, finding all the secrets or whatever. Like, I don't usually look up walkthroughs, but when it comes to kind of more adventure game stuff like this, and I bring up Planescape Torment just because, even though it's technically an RPG, it's more like a adventure game with RPG elements. I mean, Disco Elysium is kind of like that too. Or at least, like, that's how some people have called it. But the Disco Elysium, it feels a bit more rewarding because even though it is very adventure gamey, there's still a lot that can be made easier or harder for you based on your choices, like, because of the way the modifiers work. So, like, if you give this girl your hat, it'll be easier to pass her skill check and stuff like that. So it's like your behavior can make the game like easier or more difficult for you, and you're encouraged to like go different ways with it, to try like several different play styles. With Planescape Torment, you're more encouraged towards like one particular play style, even though you have like a bunch of optional ones. So it's like you're encouraged to go for intelligence and wisdom. And the game, when I played it, it seemed like almost unbeatable without those. But it's also like, it's like you have the option to go into strength and other things. But it's like, I don't know, you know? That's one thing that I kind of wish was polished a bit more. And to be fair, it might be something more of a issue with like choosing to use the Infinity Engine for that game, because I feel like that definitely held it back in a lot of ways. The combat especially was I don't know. I like real-time with pause combat, but the Infinity Engine definitely made it a lot crunchier. And not even just for Planescape Torment. In fact, if anything, Planescape Torment is probably my favorite use of the Infinity Engine for combat, just because it has all these like really cool spells that you can use and stuff like that. So, overall, my review for Planescape Torment, great game. 8/9 out of 10. There really isn't anything quite like it. In fact, I'll probably have to stream it at some point. Probably not right now, though. I think at this point, probably just save and quit this. Okay. Now, since we're probably good on Keeper's Secret, probably gonna stretch this back to how it was before. But I'll probably have to boot up another game in order to do that. So, okay. Tell you what time is it? Okay. So the first thing I need to check is what all I've got on my desktop. Let's see, I've got like Dragon Age and stuff like that. Let's see. Dragon Age is probably like my all-time favorite game. I really like Alpha Protocol though. Actually, you know what? Let's play a bit of Assault Android Cactus and then we'll probably call it a night. So, if you'll excuse me, need to turn myself off and on again. Okie doke. Think, yeah, I think that'll work just fine. Then just gotta hook into the game. think that should be just fine. Alright. It's been a while since I played this one. One of my favorites. I am sort of a fake fan though. Here, let me get to the... Yeah. So it's like, I S-plussed as far as here, and then never got any further. Let's see. Oh, the vessel transport. Yeah. The thing is, it's like, this one just messes with my mind too much. Let's play it. Now, I haven't played this in a while, so you're definitely not going to be seeing me at my best with this.
Shut down.
But you know, that is okay.
Battery up.
Because we're here for a good time, not for a long time. In fact,
Accelerate.
my little person is here for a very short time. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate the spiky balls. Okay. So, how are you doing this evening? I'm having oodles and noodles of fun.
Battery over here. Firepower.
Okay, have one more of those laser things.
I'm on a roll.
Nice.
Accelerate. Battery up. Weapon maximum. You can't hide from me. Battery over here. Accelerate extended.
Okay. Yeah, I will admit, I am kind of concentrating right now, so it is kind of
Shut down.
challenging to have insightful commentary, but I never really had insightful commentary to begin with, though. So you know what?
Accelerate
I'm
extended.
just gonna boogie woogie, as the kids say.
Accelerate extended. Battery over here. Accelerate extended.
It's been a long day.
I can do this. Battery here.
It's hard not to yawn all the time. Plus, when you have a microphone in front of you, you just become just so much more aware of all the noises you're making. From yawns to
Battery up. Accelerate extended.
weird little mouth fizzies and pops and things.
Made it.
So yeah, not too bad, but definitely could be better. Definitely a bit rusty. You know what, let's show off another character. See how far we get. Shiitake, I love her. Definitely not the easiest one to play. Let's see. Let's do Peanut.
All right.
Love her voice. Okay. Now, the great thing about playing as Holly is that you can be less accurate. But when you're playing as basically any other android, you have to be slightly more accurate. These are the special tips from Special Tips J. These are the special tips.
Battery's gone.
another special tip is to not lose the battery. Okay, here we go.
Battery up.
Oh, thank you. Oh no. I got so excited about the battery, I forgot that there's a laser.
Weapon maximum.
Gosh, I need to get good. Maybe this wasn't the best game to choose for tonight. Or maybe it was the best because it's forcing me to think more hard about everything that I'm doing.
Battery up.
There we go.
Another batch down.
Would you say I am about to die or not about to die?
Firepower. Battery here. Is that all you've got? Weapon max. Firepower. Battery over here. Firepower extended.
So, when you consider,
Battery here.
you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna keep playing. I'm not really, I've given up on talking.
Battery over here.
I just, I keep like fading myself out. That's one thing that I feel like I really need to
Firepower.
improve on moving forward. So I keep starting sentences and then not finishing them.
Liking this.
And the fact that that takes so much effort
Firepower extended.
when literally all I'm doing is gaming, it's a skill issue.
Fixed up.
Yeah, I did about the same. Let's try it again. I am not good at this game by any stretch of the imagination. But it is really fun. You know, whenever I hear people complain about like difficulty settings, like easy, medium, or hard,
Firepower.
like should games have an easy mode? And some people get really upset about that for some reason. Like, oh, it's like you're not really experiencing the game unless you're experiencing the difficulty.
Battery over here.
I've sort of had mixed feelings about that, just because one, difficulty is kind of subjective. For example, some people may have high reaction speed but have a super difficult time with things like puzzles or whatnot. Or some people might be super organized or things but may struggle with avoiding lasers, you know?
Battery over here.
So I think it's perfectly fine to like have, you know, an easy mode, because different genres come most easily to different people. But I think everyone should be able to experience the game that they paid for. And it may not be the full experience, but frankly, what qualifies as the full experience is none of your business. Like, I'm a fan of RPGs,
Battery over
and
here.
in those games, you will basically never have the full experience. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3? Like, you will just never experience the full extent of that game, and that's okay.
Battery
Like,
here. Shut down.
like, video games don't have to conform to any standard. beyond the standard of being well built. So if you struggle with games and decide to lower the difficulty, then that is perfectly fine. I don't know, I don't get it. It's as though like people experience like secondhand shame whenever anyone's like, oh, I wish there was like a story mode for this. And the thing is, even then, it's kind of like a bit of a challenging thing to consider because. Hold on, I'm gonna get to the end screen first and finish this thought. So, yeah, I did it in reverse this time because I'm using more thoughts. So, like with difficulty, just because on the one hand, if you're ever at a point where fans are requesting difficulty settings, like they want an easy mode, in my opinion, usually it means that the game is poorly built, like poorly designed, and that players are asking for a crutch because, like, in order to account for that in some way. Now, if the game is very well built, then, like, maybe it can be annoying to have to incorporate an easy mode because you feel like all of your work that you put into making the game as tight as possible, you know, and making it super rewarding for players to engage with your systems, I feel like at least a good chunk of that effort is being wasted, right? But the thing is, like, ultimately, people are paying for a nice product. If you want people to be paying for an art piece, then, like, you're gonna have to find some way to auction off video games. Like, accessibility, in my opinion, is just one of those qualities that ultimately is what sets a good game apart from a bad one. So if you don't believe in accessibility, period, that's fine, but your game will be all the more niche for it. And then speaking as someone who is playing as Android Cactus, who loves this game, would I love it less if people played it in story mode? Like, would I get mad at people for that? Or would I feel like the developers were being forced to conform with... It's like, no, not really. Like, just because I would still enjoy this game on all the difficulties it had to offer, on easy and medium and hard. Because I could use the hard difficulty for whenever I want to challenge myself. And I can save easy mode for streaming. Unless I particularly want to challenge myself in a stream, but you know. Now, the thing about Assault Android Cactus is that the way it handles difficulty is kind of interesting. If I remember right, all of its systems are sort of geared to encourage the player to be a bit more aggressive with how they do things. So that, like, it becomes more empowering the more audacious the player becomes. That was from a secondhand source, not first-hand one, so that might not be fully true. But it feels right. So it's like, if a dev has put a ton of thought into how they handle difficulty, then I don't blame them for not including difficulty settings. But I do find it, like, I think it's always worth praising when they do, because, you know, it takes extra effort. You know, it's the extra mile that you're going out of your way for your people, you know? But maybe that's just a me thing. Well, in the name of finishing my rant, I did perform slightly worse than last time. Let's go again. So whenever I don't know what game I want to stream, this will probably be my default, because it's one of my all-time favorites. That may be subject to change, as all things are, but you know what I mean. It's just a really nice brain stimulant. In fact, that's something that I've kind of noticed about myself recently. Well, about myself, I don't know if that's the right word for it. Oh, sheesh. I need to stop talking and start playing correctly so that I don't annoy people. So that I don't annoy the 0 people who are watching this. Actually, yeah, it's like, until I get in the audience, I can say whatever I want, you know? This it's a me thing. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I need to lock in. I need to lock in. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so, recently I was talking to my dad about this, actually. So what's interesting is that video games used to be thought of as like this huge waste of time. And even now, games struggle to escape that stigma. But now we have like a new kind of time waster in the modern era, and that is social media. If you want to kill time, there is no easier way. You may get something out of it, but whether you do is often a dice roll, depending on your mood, depending on what content is available at any given moment, like that type of thing. So it's like, so even though video games have been considered a waste of time in the past, nowadays, I would argue that, if anything, video games have reason to become mandatory. Because even though they're played for fun, they require active participation on the part of the user. Because they are, in many instances, not super easy. Or even when they are, like just kind of casual games, they still require some kind of effort, some kind of planning, some kind of engagement, you know? There's nothing passive about it, because it wouldn't be a game if there wasn't some kind of like engagement. Even like, I don't know. And the thing is, games come in all shapes and sizes, so even now you can probably think of a game that's a bit more of a time killer than others. Like Dear Esther, for example, was one of the early walking investors. Walking simulators. And people wondered whether or not that genre really take off. because all you do is wander around and push a button. Now, the genre did take off, but even in doing so, people had different approaches to it. Usually they included some kind of extra game element, again, to engage or otherwise immerse the player, because that sort of became the name of the game when you're creating a walking simulator. You have to go the extra mile in order to get the player involved in the experience. So that's something that I've come to appreciate a bit more about video games, and why I want to play more of them this year is because they require me to actively participate, which makes it a lot easier for me to stay in control of my time. Because as someone with ADHD, I normally really struggle with time management and stuff like that. But video games put me in the mode of solving puzzles, or having stronger reaction speeds, you know, being more engaged with my brain. So, it's one of those weird things where I never would have expected video games of all things to help me with that. But nowadays, it's a lot harder for me to commit to a game than it used to be. Which is like part of the challenge, is like now I struggle to find the time for them, even though they arguably do much more for me now than ever before. But that's just it, because now they actually require me to be like, is this a good use of my time? I could be doing homework or other things. So the thing is, ultimately they are a good use of time because, again, it forced me to think about what's going on. Sorry, I'm not really good with my words right now, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. You know, it's surprisingly hard to talk and shoot lava at robots trying to kill you at the same time. Who would have thunk? That's one thing that I want to get better at, though. I mentioned this already, but it's something that I seriously want to improve on as I keep streaming. And already you can see how I'm getting worse. Here, let's go another round. But I do want to get better at talking and gaming at the same time so that I can... Shutting down. Rebooting. Log in.
Battery over here.
What was I saying? Okay, yeah. I want to get better at talking while I'm gaming so that I can talk better when I'm playing computer games. Okay, perfect.
Weapon max. Battery over here.
Oh no. Okay, what I need to stop forgetting is that things hurt me when they touch me, but also that I can just use the laser. Did you see that? Like, I got in front of the guy and then he took the laser and now I'm dying to lasers. Yeah, maybe I should just restart so that I don't have to... Actually, no, because I'm not here to win. I'm here to lose battery and...
Accelerate. Battery here.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm not here to win. I'm here to practice talking. Okay, excuse me. I really shouldn't be using my super special power move willy-nilly like that.
I'm liking this. Battery up.
You had the battery? Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I will go ahead and restart this. Sorry I've been super close to the camera and yelling at you this whole time. It's just, even though I have been playing more assertively, I've also been playing more recklessly.
Battery here.
And, also been shrimping a little bit as I've gotten close to the microphone, so let that be a little lesson for you.
Accelerate. Battery over here.
Ooh. I just want to stop dying. Is that a thing that can happen? Is that a... It's not. Okay.
Firepower. Battery up.
Oh no, I've gotten quiet because I'm trying to lock in.
Firepower extended.
I need to keep talking so I can keep
Battery
practicing.
here.
Okay, what do I have to say? Ah! That's all I've got to say, really.
Firepower.
You know, maybe I should switch back into easy mode, i.e. Holly, so I can actually think about what I'm saying.
Battery over here.
Okay. Ah. Ooh, ooh. Okay. I love how the music just really wants to ramp up. Be like, is he cool? He's cool, right? Is he really cool? I just really want to play music about how cool he is, but
Firepower.
he keeps falling over.
Is that all you've got?
Okay, here we go.
Accelerate.
Lock in.
Battery over here.
Maybe that's like the secret passcode or whatever.
Shut down.
Just like say to myself, lock in,
Onto
and
the
then
scrap pile.
magically just
Weapon maximum.
solve all my problems.
Battery
I
here.
completely missed.
Firepower.
Ah! Where'd you come from?
Battery over here.
Okay.
Shut down.
It's life advice for you right there. Be wary of the spiky ball things that explode and try to kill you.
Firepower.
I'm sorry that I'm not really making any funny jokes.
Firepower extended. Battery over here.
I'm a bit distracted. Like, the idea of doing what some people do and just constantly talking while they're also trying to show their skill at games. I guess that's why, like, most streamers play, like, streamer bait games. Like, ones that,
Accelerate extended.
like,
Fake stuff.
are mostly for shock value. Well, I don't know. Actually, that's not very fair to say. It's because we have Elden Ring, and that game is very challenging from what I hear. I do want to play the Dark Souls games at some point. Especially the first one. Just because that one looks really interesting to me. But I don't own it yet, so... Alright. I died twice. Let's see if I can get back down to dying 0 times, and I'm already compromised. That's okay.
Accelerate.
Excuse me. I just sprayed
Battery
into the
over here.
microphone. I'm sorry. Well, I just did it again. Did you hear it? comment below if you're. Sorry. Okay, lasers.
That's right here.
Ah! You know what? Forget it. Sorry. I'm not tilted. Like, I'm just trying to be more fun. I just took so much damage trying to say that. Yeah, I'm gonna restart that. That was atrocious.
Accelerate.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, shoot, I didn't actually have anything. I just said, oh yeah. It's just like Dan Avidan always said. How when you say like, oh yeah, it's really just filler, and you don't actually have anything, you just trying to buy yourself time. Wow.
Accelerate.
You know,
Weapon max. Battery over
maybe
here.
maybe it's not actually worth my time
Accelerate extended.
trying to talk all the time. Maybe if I don't have anything to say, then it doesn't actually matter.
Battery here.
So maybe I should focus on being quiet until I have something cool and clever
Battery over here.
and witty to contribute to the conversation that I'm having with myself.
You can't hide from me. Battery output shut down.
Yeah, that seems like a cool thing to do.
Firepower. Battery over here. Shut down. Battery out.
See that?
Shut down.
It's amazing what you can do if you just lock in.
I can do this. Battery over here.
You really can't, Holly. You're really dancing now.
Shut down.
Look at you. Walking from one end to the other end
Unbelievable.
and pointing your gun. It really is unbelievable. Alright.
Made it.
Well, I think that might about do it. Yeah, I think I might go ahead and end it there. Alright. Well, thank you for joining me on this. Hopefully that wasn't too tedious to sit through. And hopefully everything recorded all right. Also, sorry if that was loud, my elbow cracked. Well, it's almost 9. Haven't been streaming for a super long time. It's only been about like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Maybe there's something I can do to like kill 10 more minutes of time. Have you ever heard of... Oh, excuse me, I should have muted for that. My bad. Sorry, I'm looking at all the games I have on my desktop. Maybe I should, like, someday just have, like, a whole list of games just available for everyone to be like, hey, can we play this next? And I can be like, no, this is my stream. We'll play that later or something. I don't know. I can play like a little bit of Pseudo Regalia to top things off. Here, let me see if I can tap into that real quick. Did it hook in? Yeah, it did. Yeah. Let's play a little bit of this. It's a variety stream. How do you play this? Okay, so that's lock on. That's jump. Oh, yeah. Then, which one is? Okay, yeah. Q is to... Yeah, I think I remember like last time I played this. It was just... there was just so much to do. Well, not so much to do, but last time I played this, we got a lot done, is what I meant to say. What's up there? Oh. Looks like there are a bunch of things I haven't discovered yet. Here we go. What is that? Oh, extra life, I guess. Yeah. Is there anything, like, special that I learned recently? I don't think so. I learned how to throw that. I don't think there's any advantage to doing that, but... yeah. Oh, is this... did I learn the... wasn't there a thing where it's like... learn how to... yeah! I remember that. Okay, and you sort of glide upwards. So... ah. Okay, and then... see, the thing is, like, your character jumps away from things, which is fine, but it does make it more challenging to remember. How to play this. Maybe if I just start at the bone like that, and then just do a bit of that, and then do a bit of that, and then I really hope one day I'll be able to prove that a streamer does not require skill. Actually, that's already been proven, never mind. Okay. I really want to get up there before the night closes out. And then I have a homework assignment after I stream. Excuse me. I keep wanting to like play it here, right? But these columns have like this flat thing that kind of makes it not easy to do that. So then I keep thinking like, oh, I guess I need to jump at this. But that's not what they want me to do. I don't think. So am I supposed to just do it like that, and then jump like that, and then woo! 1/2 of a life gained. How much is that? Let's find out. 1/3. I was wrong. Oh, I have acquired a key. Can I use that for this? I cannot. That is okay. I think it means I'm supposed to get into there. Which probably means I need to get to that lever. Which probably means something significant. Yeah, you see that? That little pink gleam? I think I need to get to there in order to open that big cage that's covering up the key. Excuse me. Let's see, can I get there? Nope, not like that. He said to himself, like a parent to his child. Okay. Let's try this again. And again. Okay. Whoa. Ah. Why is the kick off the wall button the same as the get higher button? Okay, and then jump up here. And then how do I get there? I guess through the door on the other. There's this one point in the game where I was like really struggling. There was like no way to get ahead. And then finally, I went outside and came to the part where you have to use this to get over. But I didn't realize that how easy it would be because I already had this. So I spent so much time just messing around, not getting anywhere, because I forgot that I had this. And so once I actually did this on to cross the bridge to get to the castle thing or whatever, like, I unlocked a different thing. I unlocked the gliding thing, this thing, and it just has made things so much easier. I'm like, why didn't I do this like way earlier? Alright. Well, might end things here because feeling bored, lazy, mostly lazy. In fact, not even that bored. Well, maybe a little bored. But that's okay. I don't even know where I'm going right now. It just looks like fun. Yeah, I don't think there's anything up here. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to where I was. And then once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and save my game, and then we'll probably call it a day. There we go. So I'm trying to think about like what I want to do moving forward, because I do want to do like more series type stuff. I do want to finish more games rather than just mess around with them all the time. But deciding on a game to stick to has been a bit challenging, just because I've tried sticking with like Dragon Age Origins, just because that's like, I think, like my all-time favorite. But every time I've just been so daunted by how much there is to do in that game. And yeah, kept finding that overwhelming. So I might try Legend of Zelda games, because I have Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask recompiled. So I might try for that, because love those games. I have not finished Majora's Mask yet. I really want to. I've been playing it on my own time. And so far, I think it's my favorite. Why am I telling you all this? Why am I just like jabbering, saying nothing? Let's like, I don't know, man. I remember watching like this one video where this girl was like, hey, I want to make videos on YouTube that I don't expect anyone to watch, because I want to record as much of my life as possible. Which is cool. And has really like kind of changed my own perspective on how entertaining I am. Clearly not by much, considering how insecure I've admitted to being about being entertaining. But that's the thing, is that like, it's kind of why I'm doing all this, is that I want to practice. I want to get more comfortable with messing around in games and talking at the same time and trying to be like engaging, having interesting things to say and do, you know? But in order to do that, I sort of have to get used to the idea that it's not going to be super amazing starting out. And I just kind of have to learn to be okay with that. And the easiest way to learn to be okay with something that you're not comfortable with is, well, there is no easy way. But there's a straightforward way, which is exposure therapy, which sometimes works. Some people want you to believe it works all the time because it saves them the trouble of having to think. But the truth is that there are many situations where it doesn't. And that's okay. Because ultimately, it's like Benjamin Franklin said, we're all born ignorant. It's okay to be ignorant. We're all born that way, but one must work hard to be stupid. And, you know, with how many posts you see people making on TikTok or whatever, it's clear that we have some very hard workers out there. Sorry, that's a mean thing to say. Excuse me. I wonder if I can reach that. Ah. Okay, I think that might be a no. Alright. My roommate just walked in. I think that's my cue to go ahead and close out. Thank you for joining me on this. And I'll see you next Wednesday is when I'm planning on streaming next. That's another thing that I'm trying to work on is consistency. So my goal for the semester is to stream every Wednesday night on top of balancing school and whatnot. So thank you for joining me on this, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Maybe. Well, actually, I haven't seen you at all, so it's okay. Whether I see you or not, because even if I don't see you, you're seeing me right now, and I really appreciate that. Anyway, bye.